In this video, we're going to install the Android SDK along with Android Studio. Alright, this will let us test our applications on a virtual device that runs the Android operating system. So I'm on a Windows, but if you're on a Mac or Linux, it's very similar as far as the instructions to install and to set up the AVD, the virtual device. So just follow along and you should be fine. So you want to go to developer.android.com/studio/index.html and just click this big green download button, and that'll download Android Studio. I already have it downloaded, so I'm going to go ahead and run that. Now you do want to make sure you have Java installed as well. If you don't, just go ahead and do a search for JDK and install Java on whatever operating system you're using. Alright, so we want the SDK and the virtual device, so we'll click Next. And take note of this right here. This is where your SDK is going to be stored. It's in the C drive, users, whatever your username is, then app data, local, Android/SDK. Okay, we're going to click Next and install. Alright, so that took a little bit. Now we're going to go ahead and click Next, and let's choose to start Android Studio. Okay, so it's going to ask about importing stuff. I'm just going to click OK. Now you should see a screen like this. We're just going to go through it. Click Next, Finish, and Finish. Alright, so now you'll get a window like this, and we're going to go to Configure and then SDK Manager. And from here you want the latest version checked off, which should be by default. And I'm also going to get Android 6.0 for React Native, because at this time React Native needs that. So we're going to keep that and then go to SDK Tools. Make sure that Intel Emulator Accelerator is selected, as well as these three: Android Emulator, Platform Tools, and Tools. And let's also click Show Package Details, and you also want a system image. So we're going to grab, let's see, this one here, Atom64. I'm also going to grab this one and this one here. And then we're going to go down to the Android 6.0 and grab that one, that one, and I think that should be good. If you're on a 64-bit system, you just want to grab one or two that have this _64. Alright, and then we're just going to click Apply and OK, and make sure we accept that. Also click on this and accept that as well, and then click Next. Alright, so now it's going to just set all that stuff up. This could take a couple minutes as well. Alright, so that should be all set. Let's click Finish. Alright, so now we're going to just close this up. And we're going to go into Android Studio just to create the virtual device. So I'm going to say Start New Android Studio Application. Just click Next, go through this, and then click Finish. Alright, so this is the Android Studio. We're not going to be using the IDE. What I want to do is go up to this little icon here with the device. This is the AVD Manager. I'm going to say Create Virtual Device, and we'll choose the Nexus 6. Next. And then we want to choose the image. I'm going to choose this right here. I'm going to choose Marshmallow and then x86_64 because I'm on a 64-bit system. We'll click Next. We'll keep that as the name. That's fine. And Finish. Okay, and then we're just going to click on the play button right here, and that should open up the device. Oops, clicked it twice. Alright, so there it is. It should boot up. And now it's installed. If you're working with React Native or Cordova or anything that allows you to use the virtual device, you should be able to just run your add platform and then go ahead and run it, and we'll be getting into that later on. Okay, so it looks like that's working. We can close Android Studio and we're all set. Alright, so I will see you in the next video.